back and good morning. Today I'm just going to basically do the most mundane things ever. I'm just gonna have some breakfast, and then I think today I'm just gonna go to the gym. Besides that, I don't really have much planned. It's just kind of like a little, I guess, what I do in a day in the life, which is not much, but it is the weekday. So I am gonna make my yogurt bowl, which is my favorite. So I'll show you how I do that. And I finally got all the stuff that I needed for it. I just started thinking about like the past, because I was eating in silence. But I just started thinking about how, like, in the past, I don't know, I guess I struggle with like letting friendships go, or like people that are important to me, but did so and so that it doesn't align with who I am, and for that reason, like, I had to let them go. I feel like those are one of the hardest things to let go of, because you generally care about that person and genuinely love that person. But I think when you do meet somebody, it at that time it aligns with you, right? But after certain things happen, situations happen, and years go by, like, it's not that same person that you used to know. But I think inside you're holding on to that version that you used to know before they did so and so, right? And I think that's one of the reasons personally why I feel like I forgive, because I genuinely love that person for who they are. But obviously years later, they're not that same person anymore. But I think that's one of like the things that I've learned this year, is just to like let go of things that aren't aligned with you. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to forget about them, or that you don't have to remember them anymore, because obviously, you know, they were a big part of your life, and obviously, like, you're gonna remember them forever. But also, don't let that feeling make you think that they're meant to be in your life still, or that in the future or that in the future maybe you guys will come back together, right? Because I think sometimes we hold on to that hope because we love that person so much, we appreciate them so much. But I think one of the things that I've learned this year is to be able to honor the memory of them, who they used to be, honor the moment in my life that I met them, where they were a good part of my life, and just to like let go of the hurt and whatever happened between you and that person, but just like remember the reason that you love them so much in your life to begin with, and live on with that memory, knowing that it's okay to let go, and that they're just not the same person that they used to be when you first met them. You know, it's okay to, I always tell myself, like, it's okay to live with them in your mind. Like, sometimes I'll remember this person like every now and then, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I hope they're doing okay, you know. It's like, but it doesn't mean like, oh my god, just because I remember them doesn't mean that like they're gonna like that I have to talk to them again, that I want them in my life again. Like sometimes like you may romanticize the past, but it's important to realize the reason that things ended or why they're not in your life anymore, and to cherish just that memory that you used to have of them. That's my mentality from now on. And I think ever since that situation, or once you get past that situation, it's gonna be so easy to like detach from people that are not meant to be in your life anymore. Just food for thought. If I'm being completely honest, work is kicking my ass today, and I want like a fucking sweet treat, but I don't got shit in my apartment. But anyway, I'm gonna make lunch really quick. I'm gonna try to relax a little bit, like de-stress or breathe, do some breathing exercises. But yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna make some eggs, and then that's about it, to be honest. I feel like I have ate so much lately, like on the weekends out with my friends. Like I've been eating out a lot, so my stomach, I feel a little like messed up from it. So I'm trying to like not eat as much, because I do feel like when I don't eat a lot, it makes me kind of like, I think it helps me get back to routine, you could say. Okay, I'm getting ready for the gym. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I'm so fucking tired. I don't want to go to the gym, but I should, and I will. I do think that being fit has a lot to do with consistency. So I think that's what separates people from their goals sometimes, or doesn't allow people to get to their goals, is because they're not consistent with like their workouts and stuff like that. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not the best at working out, but I do try to go 3 to 4 times a week, and I never really failed to go, so I'm actually very proud of myself for that. I go even the days that I don't want to. Like today, for example, I don't really feel like it. I'm kind of lazy. Work has been rough today, but you know what, maybe the gym will make me feel better. My knee still hurts, and I'm kind of upset because I feel like I haven't been able to run, and I feel like the pressure is getting to me. I keep thinking, I'm like, what if I can't run a fucking half marathon and all my friends leave me behind? Anyway, we're only thinking positive. I think I'm gonna leave my hair down today, since I'm not doing legs. Do you guys ever get like those days where you're like feeling super emotional, or you're just kind of like thinking about life and it like stresses you out a lot? I have those at least 3 times a fucking week. At this point, you kind of just have to learn how to manage it, you know what I mean? I actually got a new lip tint. This one's darker than my usual, so I'm only gonna put a little bit. And I'm ready for the gym. I hope I see some cuties. Y'all know how I was already having a bad, not a bad day, but a rough day. I have a fucking stomach ache, and I just pulled up to the gym. I hate when I have a stomach ache because I feel like it makes me feel insecure because I'm bloated, right? So I just look bloated as fuck. And then like I'm over here like trying to do my workouts, and then I feel like my stomach just be fucking hurting the whole time. Oh my god, someone tell me to stop cussing. I just got back from the gym and I feel like I didn't work out enough. I don't know, I feel like today's just not daying, but it's okay. We all have those days. We all have the good and the bad, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be better. But right now I'm just gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna make dinner, and then I'm just gonna apply for some jobs. I'm still looking for a job, so if you know anybody that's hiring, please let me know. All right, y'all, this is the end result. She's so pretty, huh? It has the potatoes, and I already guys told you, but I threw a whole bunch of veggies in there, and I'm so excited. I love veggies. I feel like I cannot not eat without veggies anymore. I'm watching that movie called My Best Friend's Wedding with Julia Roberts. Bro, she pisses me off because like how could you do that to your best friend supposedly? And I get it, you know, she's in love, she still loves him, whatever, but I think that she's holding on to whatever they used to have, kind of like I was talking about earlier, letting go, right? And she thinks that, like, you know, there's a possibility between them. But personally, throughout the whole movie, I haven't really noticed much tension where he's kind of leaning towards wanting her in his life anymore. I'm not done with the movie yet, so I don't know what happens. But I'm just like, girl, move on. And I feel like it's kind of clear that he actually really loves the girl that he's supposed to marry. And it seems like he's sort of, you know, grateful for what they had, and you can tell like it impacted him, of course, but it also does seem like he's moved on and he genuinely loves this other girl. But Julia Roberts, it's like being very hard-headed, like, no, you still want me, like this still works. And I do feel like it's a lot to do with ego, kind of like how her best friend was telling her, like, hey, do you think that maybe you just want him because you want to win? So I don't know. I'm getting stressed out. She's kind of annoying me, so we'll see how this movie ends. I hope he ends up getting married with the other girl, with the girl that he's supposed to marry, and not with Julia Roberts, because he deserves better, especially after what she did to kind of like break them up. You know what I mean? Yes, finally a good ending. Yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I think that concludes today's vlog. I know it might be a little bit boring, but I feel very content in my day-to-day. I know it's mundane, my routine, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it at least a tiny bit and it made you feel a little bit better. And I will see you next time.